Hi everyone, this is Shay King and I'm excited about this video today, particularly because I am going to have the opportunity to share with you from a number of point of views. Basically, first from experience and then also from the experience of my other clients. And we're talking today about the keto diet. Now, we know the keto right now is a buzz eating trend, but what I can tell you is there are a lot of things that I now know for sure about eating the keto diet, and that's what this video is going to talk about. There are just some things that they don't tell you, and there's just some things that I find that you have to experience with keto, and why there are some subtle differences with keto when it comes to the success or the failure of keto. So you definitely want to stay tuned to this video because I'm going to talk about what I now know about eating keto. Stay tuned for the other side of this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, show sister some love, hit the like button, and share this video. I'll see you on the other side. Keto. So this is my third round of doing keto, and particularly with this round, I am doing it with a group of my clients that I'm coaching through this round of keto, and we've been doing this round of keto for 3 months. What I can tell you is this: keto works. So first things first, keto works better if you keep it clean. Now, we know keto is a high-fat diet. It's a moderate protein and low-carb diet. But through my experience and the experiences shared with my clients in the group that I've been coaching just recently, keto works better if it's clean. Now, let me tell you what that looks like. When it comes to the macronutrient percentages with keto diet, we know all of the sciences that are out there. All of the videos say 75, 25, 5, 25. There's some videos that says 70%, 25%, and 5%. But here is a tip that you should know. If you want to keep keto clean, you want to add in leafy greens. Now, I'm not just talking about vegetables, because vegetables will look like broccoli, cabbage. I'm talking specifically about your leafy greens. That's your spinach, organic kale, dandelion. You have a variety of leaf lettuce. You have a mixed spring. You have Asian greens. You have a full variety. Go into your grocery store, but you definitely want to look at organic options when it comes to leafy greens. And guess what? Keep them raw. That is what I now know about keto. All right. So earlier in the video, in my introduction, I talked about there are some subtle differences between the success and the failure of keto. Now, I know, including myself as an expert, I've said to you that keto is a high-fat diet, and it is. Now, when we look at fat, there is a difference between the dietary fat we consume on keto burning versus your existing body fat. What I've learned is when you start to implement keto in the beginning as a high-fat diet, that is the primary source, high fat. Then what you want to do is pull back on the fat, the dietary fat that you consume in just a little bit, lower that ratio about 15% under the recommended percentage in the beginning, so that the ketosis form of the diet, when you actually get into keto, you will actually start to burn body fat versus the dietary fat that you're consuming. That's what I now know about keto. Sometimes the scale does not move on keto. But guess what also I know? The scale doesn't move, but if you actually are someone that knows your body, you can actually rub your hands over your arms, on your body parts, and you will feel that the keto is still working to help to shape and to mold and to sculpt and to trim your body. So do not be disappointed, because on keto, what I can tell you is, while you may still be losing weight, the scale will not be moving. Now, this is my favorite part. Keto works great for cellulite. Now, I have to be honest with you. In addition to this round of my keto diet, I've started using a particular serum. OMG. Let me tell you. But what I did was I had sort of, I think I want to say about 4 different brands of serum. Because I was working specifically on my cellulite, and I shared this with my group. This isn't something that I like to talk about now post keto. Hey, almost post keto, that is. I am enjoying talking about the cellulite conversation because with clean keto and using my serum, what I can tell you is what I now know is keto works great for cellulite. So, another tip is what I now know about keto is you need to have a good quality digestive enzyme specifically for a high fat diet. Now, I offered my clients a multi approach digestive enzyme called KetoGest, and it is available. I'll put the information in this description below where you can get KetoGest. But what KetoGest does is it actually helps to digest and break down all of this extra fat that the body is consuming. What I now know, if you watch one of my videos where I talk about keto can give you BO, yes, it's true. I think that was my second round of keto. I did not implement the digestive enzymes in as quickly. I think I did it when I started to notice how I was feeling in terms of the digestion of the fat. So definitely you want to include from the beginning of your keto a KetoGest enzymes to help to break down existing fat in the body, as well as any fat that you will be consuming that's dietary fat, because keto is a high fat diet. That is what I now know. Now, this is a big one. There are a lot of research out there and there are a lot of videos out there talking about sleep on keto. Now, what I found is some of my clients that I talked to that had difficulty sleeping before keto, I was apprehensive about recommending keto for them because I know there is some research that talks about difficulty for keto, difficulty on keto for sleeping. Now, in this last round, I want to say I had about 17 clients that I was coaching, and there were 2 persons in particularly had a difficult time sleeping. Now, magnesium, magnesium, magnesium. Now, it comes in all forms. It's a chelate, a gluconate, a citrus form. There are many forms of magnesium. Now, what I provided with this last round of keto is what I called a focus fiber blend to help you to sleep. When the body reduces its carbohydrates intake, it goes, minerals and potassium goes out as well. And so I now know that there are a small percentage of persons that may have a difficulty sleeping prior to keto, and those symptoms are reversed. And so what I want to say is if you are embarking on the keto diet, one of the things I now know is you want to take a good quality magnesium supplement in the beginning. Not just a citrate, but a blend of a good quality. I use in my Focus Fiber blend that I offer my clients when I'm doing clean keto. It is a blend of the gluconate, the citrate, and it actually helps you sleep as well. Potassium is another mineral that you find yourself being deficient in once you are on a keto lifestyle. So I offer as a part of my keto package Ganas Gourmet Salt. And that salt is a blend of salts, including pink salt, it's red, black salt, the French gray salt, and this Ganas Gourmet Salt is very, very high in potassium. And so that is a part of the keto protocol. Now, what I now know is you do not want to wait until you start to experience what we refer as the symptoms or the keto flu. There's another video on my channel where I talk about the keto flu. But this video, we're particularly talking about what I now know about keto. Now, constipation. So another thing is colon cleanser. Now, I got to tell you, I do not really like colon cleansers, and I'm not a cleansing girl because I poop. I don't have any problems with pooping. I have really, really good bowel movements. But what I find, again, this is my third round on keto. And in this video, that's what I'm talking about, what I now know about keto. And this is my experiences that I'm sharing, as well as my 17 clients in this last round of keto that I did for 3 months. You know, I'm transitioning out now, and this is why I'm doing this video particularly. You want to have a good colon cleanser in there, but you want something that is mild, not abrasive, and you want to gradually increase the amount depending on the brand that you use. I use two wonderful brands, a charcoal coconut brand, and then another colon cleanser called Experience by two companies that I'm affiliated with as promoters, and they work in tandem with Clean Keto. I'll also put the description below on those two products and how you can get them as well. But what I now know is if you are doing keto and you're eating a keto lifestyle, you want to implement a colon cleanser, a mild one, from the onset. Also, keto snacks. This is again where we go wrong. Now, there are tons and tons and tons of videos out there and talking about places where you can buy keto snacks. I mean, just a whole trailer of them. But what I found is, what I now know is, a lot of the keto snacks out there, unfortunately, they concentrate on high fat and that macronutrient ratio, but they do not concentrate on health. And so I found that a lot of them have artificial ingredients, colors, and flavors. So let me tell you what I now know. Because my clients, they need that keto snack. Make your snacks at home. That's what I do. I encourage you to make your snacks at home. And I'm going to tell you why. Because at the end of the video, I have two more things I want to talk about when it comes to what I now know about eating the keto lifestyle, because this is my third round of keto. Listen, if you're just tuning in, you definitely want, if you're liking this video and this information, please give me a like, hit the thumbs up button there, and make sure to share this video out. Let me tell you another thing that I've learned. Now, in the beginning, what I told you was that sometimes the scale doesn't move. Here's a trick. Keto actually works better when you're cycling IF. IF is intermittent fasting. And so I find a strategic way, clever way to implement IF, carb cycling, when you're doing keto if the scale isn't moving. So hit me up if you're interested in knowing more about IF with keto. It actually works. And I have tons of video out there on IF, and it's simply the science behind not what you're eating, but what you're eating is the keto lifestyle, but when you're eating, factoring it into that window. And traditional IF is that 16 8-hour eating window. I'll show you how you can actually make keto the scale move by factoring in intermittent fast. Like I said earlier, this is my third round of keto. When it comes to transitioning out of your keto lifestyle and you want to start adding in carbs slowly. Now, most of the persons in the videos you see out there, they talk specifically about carbs as a generalization, not to slowly add it back in. But here's what I now know. When it comes to fruit carbs, I am a fruit girl. I now learned how to eat my fruits and leafy greens together to help me to continue to lose weight. Now, when you are transitioning off of a keto lifestyle, especially if you've been on it somewhere between 6-8 weeks and up, you do not want, let me repeat, you do not want to add in your fruits too quickly. You want to use a carb cycling method. And what that looks like is, let's say you ended keto today and it's Monday. On Tuesday, do not have fruits. On Wednesday, if you decide to have a single type of fruit, do that. You do not want to start with having a bowl of fruit salad on Wednesday when you're allowed to have fruit. So let's look at this again. Monday, you ended keto. Tuesday, you do not have fruit. Wednesday, you start with single kinds of fruit, be it mango or be it cherries or be it orange. One single type of fruit. Then on Thursday, no fruit. Then Friday, you do the same. And eventually, you add in more different types of fruit. In this transition, you're giving the body the opportunity to recognize that carb as a single type of macronutrient and allowing it to digest. But in addition to the process of transitioning out of keto, you want to make sure that you still continue to take your keto gest. We talked about that in the earlier part of the video, and these are digestive enzymes specifically for keto to break down a high fat diet, moderate protein, and a little bit of carbs. Now, the transitioning part out of keto is so important because one of the first things I started with is keto is effective and you do lose weight. I like the way my body looks on keto. As a matter of fact, I love the way my body looks on keto. However, if you transition incorrectly out of keto by adding in too much fruit or refined carbs too quickly, immediately, you will start to gain weight. And that's it. That's what I now know about eating keto. So there you have it. I hope this video helped. Listen, if you know anyone that has already embarked on the keto diet, just started, or thinking about it, please share this video because I know this information is going to help you. And as I transition out of this last phase of my keto diet for the summer, I will put up more videos with some before and after pictures and some of my results personally, especially my cellulite results and some of my client results. Did I say my cellulite? No. What I mean is the cellulite results. I don't have those. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. I will see you again soon. And again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And thanks for watching what I now know about keto.